Breaking Bad Season 4, Episode number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to next a week's episode of Breaking Bad. Last week, we got some more Gus backstory finally, which was definitely interesting to see. I didn't expect to get that. You know, I never really kind of questioned the backstory of his character or where he came from, or, you know, really asked for a backstory on him. I just liked his character from the jump, man. You know, the actor does a fantastic job playing him, and I feel like his actor just, he really made you love the character from the start. Granted, you know, he does some crazy stuff, and we see more and more as we, you know, progressed into the show how crazy he actually can get, you know, with the stuff with Victor, the stuff we've seen in the flashback, you know, how deep his roots go with the cartel and why things are how they are today with the cartel. But man, last week was a great episode. We had the stuff with Hank and Walter. Obviously, Hank trying to get Walter's help to track Gus and stuff like that. And I still think there's a small possibility, not a huge one. I'd say like maybe 5% chance that, you know, Hank maybe put a tracker in Walt's car. But I don't know, like, it's just so hard to say because Hank and him are so close, man. You know, I mean, I guess they aren't really super close, but, you know, the way Hank treats him, you know, the way Hank has always seen him, I just feel like Hank could never think that he is Heisenberg. You know what I mean? But some of the looks he gave him made me think it's a possibility. Some of the things he was saying, but it could just be the way they wrote the show specifically to make you think that, so that you're so back and forth on it. But regardless, man, I'm super excited to jump into this week's episode. So guys, I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. For reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out? Link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this episode. Blood and glasses. I'm assuming either Walt or Gus, I guess it could be too. The white hand, so I'm assuming Walt, maybe. I don't know, man. I'm here for it. I noticed too, like, it's been a minute, I feel like, since we've done like a flash forward type start to the episode, you know. Back in season 1, I feel like we did that a good amount where we would flash like the end of the episode to the start, like episode 6, episode 1, and stuff like that. Yeah, it was Walt.
Ready to get your rocks on?
See, I knew it. Mineral Show is just some sort of guy code for strip club.
Something like that. He's doing more spying on Gus. Maybe they're going back to get the tracker.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Is that Mike?
It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
Okay. Did they have to buy rights for that? Because that was pretty spot on. Still there. He left it there on purpose. He had taken it off before when he went to go see Tio, right? Or Hector.
Want a vanilla shake?
We'll use the drive-through.
He doesn't like the fact that Tyrus is there. This was a tracker he bought, he said, for $2.99. Did he mean $299 or $2.99?
Bump, 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 bump. That's work.
To and
That's
from
home.
work.
That's work. That's home.
Too good.
Maybe, just maybe, he's not your guy.
Oh, a guy this clean's got to be dirty.
Yeah, it's too good.
Oh, I get this guy.
Yeah.
He's wondering how he can get him too. Kill him. You know what I mean? He's wondering how he can do that. Because Jesse's not on his side no more. He knows that from last episode. See, Gus is like, I wonder if he's purposely doing it. Because Gus is smart. You know what I mean? So I wonder if he's purposely making his story that airtight, even though he knows it's going to look sus. Because when you're that clean, it makes you look sus. Like everybody has something off about him or something that they do, you know? And Gus is so clean that it's like, okay, he's so clean that he's trying to hide something. And I just don't know if he's so smart that he's doing that on purpose or if that's kind of going to be his downfall type thing.
A very suspicious man who's lurking in my neighborhood. He's sitting in a blue sedan and he's been staring at a particular house for a very long time.
Ooh.
Thank you.
What else can you do? He wants to make sure Hank's safe because he knows Gus will kill him. You know what I mean? If Gus even thinks for a second that Hank will catch him, he'll kill him. No questions asked.
So what have you been up to?
What?
just a day in the life. What do you do after work?
Go home, watch TV.
What do you watch?
I don't know, stuff. I am gonna do it. Hell, man, don't you have enough cancer already?
What does it matter? We're both dead men anyway.
I wonder if that was him trying to maybe try and connect with Jesse, bond with him a little bit, see if maybe he can get back in good with him, so to speak, back on his good side. Because obviously he wasn't trying to figure out if he did it or not yet. He knows he didn't do it yet, you know?
Business is good. Really good. So good that I'm thinking maybe you don't need to even work your second job.
He can't just quit it. He already told you that.
Maybe you could start thinking about an exit strategy.
I'm working on it.
He's been working on it, but I don't think there's any getting out of this, man. Like, he's too far in at this point. He bought one. Is he gonna try and track? Maybe Jesse? I mean, I guess if he ended up killing Gus, he could kind of get out, but not really, because then Mike's gonna get you. Like, if you get Gus, someone's getting you.
I'm looking at it online right now. It's a big
At the laundromat?
warehouse and rows of these long poultry buildings or hatcheries or whatever you call them.
That's where they do the meetings.
Yeah, do you think you can possibly hold off for a day or two?
Geez, buddy, yeah.
You know, I would just really love to be the one to be able to take you there, and I mean, I've just really enjoyed, you know.
He wants to warn Gus, man. Sucks, man, because it's like every time he comes up with something that's gonna catch him or close to catching him or give him more leads on him, Walt goes and tells him, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't realize Walt is the connection to him, bro. And when he does, if he ever finds out, man, dude, it's gonna mess Hank up, and I feel so bad.
What is it, Walter?
My brother-in-law, my DE, he soon he will probably, in the near future, take a ride out to a certain distribution center to look around for things.
He's warning him. I mean, he got the message out, you know, they'll go hide everything up they can. But again, you probably want to leave something out, because if you look too clean, it's going to mess with you. Jesse's doing this stuff too, huh? It's like, bro, Hank is a one-man army, and he's so close to it too, bro. It's crazy. And if Walt wasn't there to always warn them, like, he probably would have caught him by now. But I mean, you could also argue that he wouldn't have, because he would have, you know, gave it up at Gale, right?
Black Explorer? Well, of course we could shampoo your floor mats, but really, deluxe detailing is the best bang for your buck.
Processing more so that, you know, she can funnel more money into here, right?
Wait, an audit tomorrow? How long have you had this?
Wow.
My God, you're facing a felony charge here.
Yep, because all the stuff he was doing with his money. It's a situation they could be in too, right?
My name
Is
my
on it.
signatures are all over those books.
Skyler, I'm accountable, not you.
She gonna have to use Walt's money.
Once the CID sees this as willful tax fraud, they are going to build the strongest possible case against you. And once they start down that path, they have an 80% conviction rate. That's because they're allowed to monitor your mail and tap your phones. And not just you, Ted. Everyone involved in those books.
Which means they could even hear her talking to Walt about shit. At least she got a heads up on it, right? But that's bad, man. You know what I mean? Being audited was one of the things they were scared of. And here we are right now, pretty much, right? Not even how long into this. Oh my gosh, bro. That is crazy. That's coming back to bite him in the butt too. I mean, maybe... Were they sending out more money than they were bringing in, or what was it? Because if it was that, she might end up having to use Walt's money, right? Or something like that, because he owes taxes too.
Is he gonna kill Mr. White's brother-in-law? It's only logical for him to off the dude.
Yeah, but if he kills him, it makes him look more sus, right?
Killing a cop. I don't know. It could look suspicious if the dude who's investigating is suddenly up and dies.
Yeah, he's trying to throw him off and make him not want to do it.
There's Mr. White. It would be even more apeshit if he had family getting murdered. A lot of angles to consider.
trying to make him consider all those angles.
Something were to happen to the man, would you have a problem with that?
Who really cares what I think?
I think at the end of the day, he would, even after what he did to him, right? At least, if nothing else, at least for Walter. If not, he wouldn't have said all those things. What? Cartel? Maybe? Bro, this is gonna mess Jesse up more, dude. And that could have been him if he was the one in the front instead of in the back. Oh gosh. Mike just saved him. They had him in his scopes. Jesse froze, bro. We end this, bro. That's gonna mess Jesse up even more, being around all this death.
Get out!
Gus don't care. Wow. Oh my gosh. What a scene. It's the dude he had the meeting with. It's the cartel. Wow. What a scene, bro. That was badass. That was insane, dude. I got to give it to Gus on that one. It's stupid, but it was ballsy. I wonder if that got some respect from Jesse a little bit, seeing him do that too.
Dígales que la respuesta es sí.
Ugh. To the original deal. I mean, he doesn't have a choice right now. He's going to play his game as long as he can and then probably look for a moment to capitalize. I wonder what the deal is, though, you know, of what they want from him.
What did this poor bastard do to piss off Gus? Or did Gus just need to send another message?
Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. I don't want you talking to me or Jesse. Just get the barrel. And if you ever plan on calling the cops on one of my guys again, you go ahead and get 2 barrels.
One for him and one for Hank. Ooh, Mike is so intimidating, dude. And see, now there's the rift between the two of them. He can't even talk to Jesse anymore. Mike saved Jesse's life, though.
What was the deal with Gus?
The deal?
That Terminator shit? Walking right into the bullets? What the hell was he doing?
The cartel needs Gus. His distribution network. They're not looking to kill him.
But what? The rest of us are like open season?
You got questions? Ask him yourself.
Yeah, it's just like with Walt, right? Walt and Gus, essentially. You know, Gus can't kill Walt because he needs him. The cartel can't kill Gus because they need him. Same thing.
Oh, I am so sorry I am late. I got lost. Hey, Ted.
Sky.
Mwah. Whew, this building is so confusing.
She's gonna play her role and she gonna try and play him.
This account here, that is Mr. Keller's account, and Mr. Keller's an old friend of Ted's dad, and he always sends in an electronic payment, which personally I hate because I'm a real paper person, but Mr. Keller's one of the environmental people. So anyway, since there wasn't a physical check, I didn't enter it into the book, but the money's there.
You're not allowed to do that.
Well, I think I am.
No, you're not.
When I input everything into the Quicken, nothing flashed red, so that's gotta mean it's okay, right?
Quicken. You used Quicken to manage books for a business this size.
I did. Oh,
It-
do you guys use that here? Because it
That
is
little
the
program.
best. It's like having a calculator on your computer.
What are your qualifications? Where did you get your training?
Oh, well, I haven't had any training per se. I've always been naturally good with numbers.
Trying to play and make it look like he just gifted her the job to get with him and stuff. Make it look like she just don't know what's going on. She played it good, man.
I owe them $617,000. What am I?
Look, just
how am I-
figure it out, all right? You just dodge prison. Sell your assets. You have to settle.
Figure it out.
Wish I could.
She's gonna have to give him money, man. Like, yeah, this is what he's driving. They ain't driving no BMW. She played it good, man. Made it look like, you know, she was only there because she was like sleeping with him and stuff, and she just doesn't know what's going on. She was using the Quicken books and stuff. Oh, Skyler comes up with some good stuff sometimes to dodge stuff. I'll give it to her, man. The only thing is, bro, Ted ain't got money to pay that back, so I feel like she's gonna end up having to use Walter's money. I mean, she put it all under her house, right? So maybe she's gonna dip into that without his permission or something. I don't know.
What happened yesterday to my man at the farm? It was a terrible thing.
Oh, the dude getting his head blown off? Yeah.
Could have been him if he was on the other end.
I need you to answer
Does he know about the cigarette?
Can you cook Walter's formula?
What? Me? The junkie loser you were about to waste and dump in the desert a month ago? This your plan? Huh? Invite me in your house. Make whatever this is. Let's talk like men. You kill Mr. White, you're gonna have to kill me too.
That is not what I asked you. I need you to help prevent an all-out war. Now, if you would, answer the question.
Is he gonna have to send like, one of them down to the cartel to cook? Maybe give one of his cooks away. Maybe that's what the cartel wants. Maybe they want the head cook because that's what they were trying. Well, I mean, I guess back then not really trying to get Tuco, was trying to bring him down. Oh man, maybe that's what it is. Yep, she gonna go down here for the money, bro. I mean, it's all she can do, really. And like, yeah, it's a ton of money and it sucks, and she's probably never getting it back. But it's better than, you know, the IRS coming after you and then finding out about him being a meth cook and everything like that. Oh no. Maybe the cartel's about to kidnap him. Oh, was he tracking Jesse? He was. Dude, he's gonna see he went to Gus's house. I was right. He did put it on Jesse's car.
They want me to go to Mexico. There's some sort of war brewing between Gus and the cartel.
Word has come down.
And the cartel has been messing with Gus's operation, like jacking trucks to like send a message. And you know, yesterday that dude we brought to the lab, I mean, they shot him right in front of me. I mean, just blew his head open.
I don't think Walt's gonna believe this.
The cartel wants half of Gus's entire operation, and they want your formula. I mean, I'm supposed to go to Mexico and teach a bunch of cartel chemists how to cook a batch of blue. And what if like all the equipment is in Mexican
Different.
instead of English? You know?
Spanish.
Ugh.
Walt doesn't trust him, huh? Because he hasn't killed Gus.
Maybe you could like coach me or something.
You look me in the eye and you tell me that you weren't at his house last night.
Like a relationship.
I knew you would react this way. I knew you would freak out and wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
Hours and 18 minutes, and you couldn't figure out a way to give it to him.
He never left the room.
Are you lying, little shit?
How did you know I was at his house last night? Were you following me?
Gonna show him. No shame.
You killed me, is what you've done. You've signed my death warrant. And now you want advice? All right, I'll give you advice. Go to Mexico and screw up like I know you will, and wind up in a barrel somewhere.
And this is where the blood comes from, huh? Bro, Walt, you're the one who got him into this. He was fine doing his basic street level cooking before. You got him involved with Gus and stuff. Like, Jesse even stood up for you earlier in the episode. He literally told Gus that. I know Walt didn't hear it, but man, this has been brewing for a while. Ooh. Walt got that old man strength. Maybe they just need to get this anger out, man. Like Walt, bro, Jesse was good with his street level cooking. Ever since you came into his life's gotten messed up. Ooh. All right, Jesse, that's enough. I think these two are done.
Can you walk? Then get the fuck out of here and never come back.
Ooh. See, the thing is, bro, like I said this throughout the story, I feel like Jesse's got a soft heart. You know what I mean? Like, even after all that, he still wants to make sure he's like, okay, you know? He's like, are you good? All right, then get the fuck, you know, get out. It's been brewing for a long time. And that was the final straw. And I hate when these episodes end. Oh, dude. What an episode, man. Breaking Bad season 4 episode 9 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. I think the title of this one was called Bug as well, which is, you know, it makes sense, right? Oh, dude, what an episode, huh? the cartel, it's heating up, man. I figured like this whole time I'm sitting here thinking, what do they want? And then, you know, when he's talking to Jesse at dinner and he's like, you know, he's asking him if he can cook, you know, his recipe and whatnot. He's like, that's not what I'm asking for. It finally clicked. The cartel doesn't want to have to do business with him anymore. They want his recipe. And that's why we saw the flashback from last week when his friend that they killed said he would teach them how to cook it, and he never taught them how. And ever since Gus has been dealing with them, he's never taught them how either. He's just been, I'm assuming, supplying product to them to sell, or can't be vice versa. Maybe it was vice versa until he found Walt to cook for him, and that's when he had Juan killed, right? Something along those lines. But that's what they've been wanting this whole time, is the recipe on how to cook. You know, and that's why they said this isn't a negotiation. Like, give us your recipe and then I guess they'll be square, kind of, but not in Gus's eyes, because in Gus's eyes, you guys took from him way back then already. So he probably figured you guys are square now that he killed Juan and the twins were killed and stuff like that, right? Oh my gosh, dude, that scene with Gus going out there, it was perfect, man. It's just like Gus to the cartel is equivalent, like is equivalent to Walt to Gus, right? Gus can't kill Walt no matter how much he wants to, or no matter how much he feels he needs to, because he's the cook. No one else can cook. You know, no one else understands the recipe, so to speak, like him. And same thing with Gus, right? The cartel can't kill him because he has the business set up over here. He has the infrastructure. He has the customers. He has the movers. He has the people that can, you know, keep it secret. He has the, you know, cooks and everything like that. So the cartel, they're wanting to get their own cook, their own recipe. Not even their own cook. They have cooks. They just want the recipe, essentially. So I'm assuming that they can move product over there, and I'm sure eventually seep over into Gus's territory too. And then that'll be another situation when we come to it. But man, Jesse going down there, bro. It's like, dude, yeah, they've had their back and forth. Yeah, Jesse doesn't want to kill Gus, but like, still, at the end of the day, Walt, Jesse has, I get, like, yeah, I guess Jesse, you know, Walt didn't see what we saw. Walt hasn't seen some of the things we saw, but like Jesse, even now, even after everything, still, you know, still sat there and told Gus, like, if you kill him, you're gonna have to kill me too. He could have told him, yeah, I'll cook that recipe, you know, not even asked about Walt. Not only that, but earlier in the episode, even he was trying to protect Hank, even after Hank beat the piss out of him. You know, he sat there and he was telling him, like, yeah, you could kill him and get rid of him, but then it's like, it would look a little sus if you killed the only person who was after you, and then it could bring more problems and this and that. So he's trying to point things out to keep him alive, whether it's for Hank, I don't know. I think it's more so for Walt, you know. And then to see that Walt betrayed his trust like that, like putting a tracker on somebody, bugging somebody's stuff, whether it's their phone, their car, or whatever, without their permission, complete invasion of privacy and complete destruction of trust, man. You know, and you never get that back. And just to see them, you know, go all out right there, like I think Walt's gonna go home, think about it, and he's gonna regret it. But I think it might already be too far gone for him, you know, to get Jesse back, because now, before, every time, you know, stuff would happen between them, Jesse never had anybody else to go to. Now he has another side to go to, right? He has Gus, he has Mike and them that are there and that are, you know, working with him, and he's able to do stuff with, and that believe in him and trust in him and see something in him, right? So I don't know if Walt's ever going to be able to get Jesse back as a kind of friend or partner, so to speak, right? And it's like, bro, Walt, how are you going to say this is all Jesse's fault, right? You're the one who wanted to do all this. You're the one who wanted to work with Gus. You're the one who wanted to expand. You're the one who wanted to push further. Jesse, back when he was Captain Cook, was fine just moving little teenths and stuff of, you know, chili powder meth and living his life. He said it in a line in the show earlier. I think it was after he got beat up by Hank when he was in the hospital. He was like, ever since I met you, my life has gone to shit. You know what I mean? And it has. And it's like, how are you going to blame Jesse for that? You are the one who got him into all this, you know, next level stuff. Granted, he was in it before, yeah, but not to this level, not seeing all this death and stuff like that. And let's not even mention the fact that, you know, he let Jane die. He could have saved Jane. Like, if Jesse ever finds that out too, man, it's crazy. And then the stuff with Skyler too, man, it's like, bro, getting audited. Like, I know it's for Ted, but it's like, since her name's on it and stuff, her phone lines could get tapped. They could watch her house. They could watch her address, her mail. You know, they'll probably audit her taxes themselves, the car washes and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, good luck. Right after you start, you know, laundering all this money through it too, it's like she's gonna have to end up taking some of Walt's money and giving it to him to pay off, and Ted's probably never gonna pay her back. There's 600K. Good luck, bro. That he already said he doesn't have any assets. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't have anything, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, it's a rock and a hard place. Like yeah, in reality, it's not. I mean, I guess it is a lot of money still, even for what Walt makes. Because, well, did he say he makes 7 point something mil? I guess that's not that much. I was still thinking 1 mil. He makes 7 point something mil a year, right? So I guess that's not that's nothing for Walt still, right? But I mean, like, bro, you're gonna have to just give that, because it ain't worth having the risk of, you know, the IRS coming after you and whatnot. But she played it smart, man. Skyler comes up with some good ideas sometimes to throw people off the scent. I'll give her that, man. But regardless, guys, another fantastic episode in the books. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, also, if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out? Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.